Hello, my name is Atolagbe Adegboyega Dominic, and in this short video I'll be sharing with you my first activity in Module 6, which is unpacking a standard. The standard is for grade 2 and the subject is science. The standard reads: make observations of plants and animals to compare the diversity of life in different habitats. The standard I chose is for my current school, and we will be working on this standard in the next school year. I chose this standard because it is in the school curriculum for second graders, and because it will also help students gain ownership of their own learning as they research and make observations, which will lead to comparison. The big idea is students will collect and record data, which enables them to construct their own theories on the diversity of life in different habitats. The skills in this standard are make, describe, create, evaluate, assess, and write. The concepts in it is observations of plants and animals to compare the diversity of life. The context is in different habitats. We'll be considering two major habitats, which are woodland and the wetland. The standard I chose can be unpacked in 4 components. Number 1, make observations of plants to compare the diversity of life in woodland. Number 2, make observations of animals to compare the diversity of life in woodland. Number 3, make observations of plants to compare the diversity of life in wetland. And the last component, make observations of animals to compare the diversity of life in wetland. The skills that students should develop in meeting the standard are collaboration. They should be able to collect data and record to make comparison. They'll be able to participate in shared research and writing of projects, and to be able to read a number of books. Also, the next point I'll be sharing with you is the activities which I will be using to engage the students. 2 major activities, which are charting the woodland habitat and charting the wetland habitat. Students will create a large chart and fill in the animals, plants, food, water, and shelter found in a woodland. And in another lesson, they will add to the chart by putting on what they have found out about the wetlands. The ongoing chart will help students to understand that while there is diversity within each habitat in terms of plants and animals, there is also some consistency across habitats. Some plants can grow in more than one habitat, and some animals can be found in more than one habitat. The lesson will close with an opportunity for students to identify those plants and animals that are found in more than one habitat. Another activity to engage the students is group discussion. I will say to students, I want you to have a discussion with your table about your chart. I'm going to put colored cubes on your table, and we're going to use the 3 color cubes as we have done before. Every time you share something from your chart, take a blue cube. Every time you ask a question about someone else's chart, take a yellow cube. And every time you answer a question, take a green cube. I'll place the directions for this on their tables. I will say to students, as you are talking, I want you to see if you can find any plants or animals that are only listed in the wetland or woodland, as well as animals or plants that are found in both habitats. Then we also have station rotation, where students can work on different activities. And station 1 will be we allow them to just have access to books. They will read books on woodland and wetland. They can read individually or partner read. And the second station, students can use Chromebooks to check for their understanding and research more. And the third station will be for matching activities, where they can match activities in pictures with words. And the last thing I'll be talking about is assessment to use to check for mastery. I will check for understanding before letting the students discuss their work. I will move around the room to listen to groups remind them to take the cues for contributing and to ask questions and clear up misunderstandings. I also take notes of students' understanding of the diversity of the habitat. After class, I will collect the charts and look over what students have done. I want to check for understanding of the two habitats. Did they include the things that are really from the habitat? Did they notice that some plants and animals were found in two places? I will also look at the notes of their conversations that I collected, and this will give me a window on student understanding. One other form of formative assessment I would like to use is 1-minute paper, which students can work individually or in groups. They have to answer a brief question in writing. Questions on the main point of the lesson, most surprising concept, questions not answered in the lesson, and the most confusing area of the topic. And the last formative assessment I would like to also use is a think, pair, and share during class or after class to be able to check for student understanding. Thank you very much for listening.